a living. I deal in dirty work, do the deed in the dash. I'm not.
So, sometimes things aren't gonna go well when you're driving, especially if you're driving it hard. And today was one of those days. Mid-run, we had just a little bit of a leak from the brake lines, and it poured all over the control arms and shit. But you got to be resourceful in fixing those things. I just ended up using an 8mm and a 17mm vice grips for a 17mm bolt to get that tightened back up so I could get home. Just wanted to show that it's not all nice. So this is my 1989 Honda Civic SD track build, and I've been working on it for a while, but I wanted to create this channel as like a documentary of sorts, just so I could remember all the things that have happened along the way. And this first video was just gonna be a little like up to speed, getting you to know all the parts, all the troubles. So I bought this probably about a year ago, and when I first bought it, it ran for a week and then it didn't run due to electrical problems. I ended up replacing all of the grounds and the head gasket just because fuck it, and got her up and running. After that, I ended up buying these rims. The front ones are from a friend. I'm just borrowing from a minute until I can get something a little bit nicer. They're 205s if anybody wants to know the width. And then along with that, I did suspension. We got Skunk 2 lower control arms, max penis rods, and that's a max speeding rod upper control arm in the rear. For the front, we got Skunk 2 lower control arms that are about to go in, but by the time I post this video, they should be in. And max speeding rods, stainless steel brakes, front and rear, upper Skunk 2 control arm. And we also have a Megan Racing B-pillar strut bar. Along with some gauges. Mind the mess, but I do daily this. But so far it handles a lot harder. It's a lot stiffer, and I've introduced a good bit of oversteer into the vehicle. Yeah, this is just to get you up to date. I'm starting to get onto the interior. I know this shit looks cheap, but I like it. I like it, and it's not too hard to do yourself. Same with the headliner. Just gotta get that part hooked back up so it's not flapping. And yeah, that's the Civic. If you're interested to see how she does, a track day will be coming up within the next 2 weeks, and I will try to get that posted within a week of the track day. So like 3 weeks max for you guys to see it. I don't know. I'm only, you know, a beginner. I've been doing this for about a year. So we're gonna see how this year goes, and if I can maybe get up in some positions in autocross. Oh yeah, and I just remembered I didn't really say anything about these. I didn't really want fender flares, but I wanted a bigger contact patch, so you gotta do what you gotta do to get what you want. But I did do it incorrectly though. I put screws in, and we're gonna have to replace that eventually with rivets so it stops rusting. But yeah, I just did that because I wanted 205s. You know, like my buddy here, these tires are, what are they? 195/50 R15s, and it's not enough contact patch. He runs a Golf Mark 1, and I don't know, maybe for the Mark 1 it's enough, but me personally, I like more tire. Yeah. But yeah, this isn't supposed to be a crazy build. I'm only 19, and I work with what I got. Want to make it nice. I think the next things that we're going to go for is a wing, because this rear keeps on lifting up, especially on braking, and that's where the oversteer's coming from, so we got to get that dialed in. But, yeah. Like I said, track day coming soon. Yeah, and one last thing for the up-to-date. For the braking system, we have Brembo high carbon blank rotors with EBC pads. I'm currently running .3 fluid, but I'm gonna need to upgrade pretty soon because there's a lot of fade if you do longer runs. For sure, you definitely can't do back-to-back runs crazy. So